Hi darlings, and welcome back to my channel. Right, well, since I'm doing a little experiment, I'll do a oh, right. I'm only doing a strand, right? So I don't want to go balls deep. Isn't it fun? It's so much fun being a girl. Until you're in your mid-40s. And then your hormones basically decide to leave the building and the wheels come off. So I don't know if there's any women out there going, where's my brain gone? Where are my thoughts? What am I thinking? You know, what was the conversation I was just having? It is atrocious. And honestly, they say that menopause is, what do they say? See, I've forgotten. They say that menopause is, see what I mean? This perfectly highlights my point. Menopause is puberty in reverse. But now my mum or sister might tell me different, but when I was growing up, I came on my periods, you know, without much of fuss of ado. I don't even know if that just made sense. You know what I mean. And I came on my periods and that was that. I might have been a bit of a narky cow sometimes, but honestly, this is a whole other thing. As you'll get to know me, we'll start talking about all the things that are going on, but like, right, you will get to know that I have absolutely zero patience when it comes to waiting for things to happen. So I just washed this out and it did bugger all. But I realised that, oh, my camera's a bit high. I realised that okay, I'll tell you what, I'll put my teeth back in and then I'll figure out what I'm trying to say. So what I did was, I did a bit of this, clarifying shampoo. I've done a bit of Dawn dish soap, or as we call washing up liquid. I'm about to put the developer in, and I've put in a bit of purple shampoo. And some baking soda. And I don't know if I'm meant to put it on wet hair or dry hair, because that's the level of, you know, I just don't care. And it's almost like, yeah, I'm just doing it the Sammy way. And you're gonna love it. It's all a bit hectic. I'm also worried that I'm not gonna have enough product. Oh Christ, this is gonna go everywhere. Should I section my hair? I know you're probably going, section your hair. All right, I'm sectioning my hair. But you know what? I'm gonna section it half and half, because that's the level of effort that I'm going to. Oh God, this is really runny. I don't know if it's meant to be this runny. Oh Christ. I do blaspheme a lot. And I had an event the other night, and it was a church event. Now, why is it when you've got something that you know you shouldn't say, but I can't help it. I say Christ a lot. I say, oh my God. I say, hell yeah. So yeah, I just couldn't help it. My brain was like, yeah, oh my God, Sammy, don't say it, don't say it. I can't help it. Once, when I was job hunting, this is a corker, by the way. When I was job hunting, I spoke to a girl on the phone, a recruiter, and she had a very, very deep voice, to the point, I can't remember her name. Oh no, that's part of the story. See, that's the thing. I can't remember it, can I? What was her name? I think I said something like, oh, I thought you were, why would I say this? Why would anyone say this? I said, oh, hi, can I speak to so-and-so, insert name, which I can't remember, which would have really been much better for the story, but anyway, so we must. And when she got put on the phone, I said, oh, so sorry, I thought you were female. Why would anyone say that? And they said, I am. And my husband was over the other side of the room and he just shook his head, and I honestly hoped that at that point there would be a earthquake and the ground would swallow me up, because honestly, I don't think I've ever been more embarrassed. Thankfully it wasn't face to face. Yeah. So this is the colour. Sorry, I should have showed you. That's the colour. God knows if this is going to work. It's only me and the hair gods now. We have to see about this. Oh, yikes. It looks so different in this mirror, which is utterly ridiculous. I think I'm gonna have to make some more up, but that's all right. My husband's like, Sammy, just let it fade out naturally. Just do it, let it do its thing. I was like, pup, how long have you known me? Of course I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go in and I'm going to completely bugger up my hair. And it's my thing. I love it. It's there to be enjoyed. It's what God would have wanted. Some more around the back. God knows how this is going to come out. See, I mention God all the time. I'm not a religious person, but I do feel that Italian food does taste better the day after. Also, don't be an arsehole. That's my religion. Be kind. Just right. I know I need to do some more. I need to make up a bit more. See, it's all nice and suddy this side. I'm worried it's going to be slightly patchy when it comes out, which of course it will be. So just making up another little batch. Yay. This time though, I'm just going to put in my clarifying shampoo. I don't want to put too much Dawn Dish Raid. Dish Raid? That's the thing, make up words as well. I don't want to put in too much dish soap in my hair, and I know you might be saying, yes, but Sammy, that's what will get rid of the colour. I know, sweet child, but I'm not going to do that. So everyone calm their farm. It's important we all remain calm and steady whilst this hair experiment is undergoing. Oh, God. God again. Anyway, hope you've all had good weeks. I've had a great week. You know, I may have mentioned it, but I am a bartender, and honestly, it's the best job I've ever had. I just love talking to people. I love interacting. I love finding out people's stories. I'm quite nosy. I just love figuring out how people work, what makes them tick, what's going on, you know. So a guy came in a few weeks back and he looked really sullen, and I said, hey mate, are you all right? And he went, I've just broken up with my girlfriend. And I was like, oh no. I said, pitch up a pew, come on, let's get a bar stool, let's figure it out. And he was telling me the ins and outs of this, you know, situation that he was in. And it basically resulted down to the fact that they wanted different things. And I said, how old are you? And he said, I'm 30. I said, okay. I said, well, why don't we reframe it? I said, you could meet someone else tomorrow and have 30 years with them, 30, 40 years. And he said, I've never thought of it in that way, but you're absolutely right. Thank you so much. And off he went. Sometimes I feel like we need to reframe things in our head. They're not as awful and as crap as we think they are. And yes, heartbreak is crap. It's horrendous. It's something I wouldn't wish on anyone. But it gets us, I guess the only way is through, right? We all have to go through. We all have to go through heartbreak, sadly. But it is part of being human. And I feel if we can reframe it and think what we've learned from that person and how much further forward we might be, and even though we don't realise it, but you know, it all comes out in the wash. Right, so I'm going to put my delightful little shower cap on now. Ooh, you're looking good, girl. And I'm going to leave the, I promise I'm going to leave this on for half an hour. I think half an hour should do the job, although maybe it should be longer. I tell you what, I'll do 45 minutes and we'll come back and see what the damage is. Oh, God. You know, I've had blue hair for 5 minutes. And, I mean, it's 5 minutes too long. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out how I feel about it. But I know that I'm spending far too much time thinking about my hair. And also, annoyingly, so I bleached my roots. And I don't know why, hairdressers tell me, this is green. I mean, it is a beautiful blue colour. That much is true, and it has sort of lightened round here. But I'm just over it, man. I am over it. Namaste. So I don't know what my next move is, but don't worry, I'll be sure to film it. It's me. Hi. Yet again, it's me. So earlier I was driving along. I wasn't driving along, I was walking along, and I happened to look at a car that was driving along the road. And when I looked over at him, he was going, and I was like, I know, my hair is crazy. I am so sick of it. I've got tiny bit of regrowth, but that's fine. Anyway, something glorious has happened. My colour remover, Mom, has arrived. Oh, I want to kiss this so badly. So I'm going to prepare it. This is L'Oreal Effaceur de Couleur colour remover. And because I've got such a strong colour on my hair, it says to add 20 volume. Now, I don't have 20 volume. I don't use 20 I don't use 20 volume on my hair. Sorry, I've got to put my fan on. That might be really annoying. What's that? It's blue. It says 2.5 fluid ounces. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I cannot tell you what 2.5 fluid ounces are, but I did do a bit of prep before turning on the video. And I think it's, oh, I've forgotten already. 2.5 fluid ounces is 4 and a bit tablespoons. I think at this point I actually don't really care. Slapdash lil. Oh God, I'm so excited, but also terrified. If I just end up with like a mint green, I'd be happy with that. I think. Right, so here's my bowl. And here's my non-tablespoon, but that's the closest I'm going to get to 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'm going to put in 5 just because I feel like putting in 5. Oof. I'm trying to think what it smells like. I'm going to use a comb to stir it all together. I should have got a whisk, but oh Lord. It says to prepare in a ventilated room, so this is basically just bleach, right? This is just bleach. It says to put on dry hair, but I'm struggling to see how this is going to be enough. There's not a stack in here. Shit, should I have bought 2? Oh no, am I going to end up with patchy hair? That basically is bleach. Okay, so let's start. Oh God, God help us. Yeah, it's not Perhaps I should have sectioned my hair. Ooh. I think I need to section my hair. Was I meant to add anything else to this? I might add, I know this is controversial, but I'm just adding a tiny bit of water because I just don't see how that is going to be enough to get the stuff out of my hair. I can't see it being enough, and I just want this done. I can see myself doing another one after this. I don't see how this is going to be enough. Did I say that again? Should I just keep repeating myself? Oh God. I'm just getting in there, as Brad Mondo says. Just get in there, girl, with your hands. So that's what I'm doing, Brad, just for you. Love of my life, fire in my loins. Oh, God. I'm sorry, hair. I'm sorry I put you through so much. I really am. I know you've been good to me. I know you've stayed on my header after all this time. Oh, I can see that kind of coming out a little bit already. It's this thick blue here. Unfortunately, my husband is on a work call. Perhaps I should have waited for him. But where's the fun in that, eh? And I could be in here having an existential crisis. Oof. God, this bloody stinks. Oh, Jesus. The thing is, it's said to put on like a shampoo, like a bleach bath. But I don't see how that would have worked because it's not very foamy at all. It's just like putting bleach and developer on your head, on especially dry hair as well. So, like, what? How does that even work? One thing I do know though, bitches they come and go. Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo. Just been having a bit of Eminem recently. You know what it's like. My next life, I am coming back. Firstly as a male, had a mammogram this morning. Oof. God, that was fun. I said to my husband, imagine having your balls squeezed on a printer. He went, yeah, but Sammy, I just feel like it'd be more painful because balls could like explode. I'm like, are you having a laugh? It was so painful, I almost fainted. I mean, look, anyone who knows me well, I am a bit of a wuss when it comes to female, you know, procedures. I'm not that good. But I tell you what, a mammogram is very, very painful. Oh my God, I should have got 2 packets. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? yeah, I can see that I'm going to be doing a second round of this today. I think I love you, baby. I think I love you too. They call me Superman. I'm here to rescue you. So I was sat in the mammogram office and I was watching a Brad Mondo video of girls trying to get blue out of their hair, and I was so engrossed I actually I missed my name being read out loud, which normally that's my favourite part because, well, I love my name. Samantha Bond? Well, yes. Well, yes, that's me. Actually, they don't say it like that, do they? 'Cause they're American. Samantha Bond, which also, to be fair, sounds pretty cool. I'll give them that. But you know what I'm saying, though. Is anyone just looking at me going, girl, you need 2 packets? Yeah, I hear you. I do hear you. This is not, as Brad says, saturated. I love it when he says that. You need to saturate it. I'm like, oh, Brad. You cheeky bugger. I do know one thing though. Look at my gorgeous hair. Eek. I just can't see the vision. It just isn't saturated enough. Damn it. Should have got 2 damn packets. But then think about it. I'm putting it on dry hair because it says to put it on dry hair. So it's not like foaming up, or it hasn't got anything to kind of, you know, feel moist. Moist. Everyone's favourite word. I'm trying to think what my favourite word is. I think it's resplendent. Oh, something about it. It's just such a good word. She looked resplendent. What's your favourite word? Brad Mondo? That's a name, not a word. Ah. Okay, well, I don't know how much confidence I have in this, that it's going to do anything. But sail we must, kids. Sail we must. Now I'm going to put my cap on. Oh, I feel like this might be a waste of time, but we'll see. Right, I'm going to be back. I'm going to give it, it says 50 minutes to an hour, so I'm going to give it an hour. Oh, I'm going to check on it. Here it is. Done a cracking job. Well, so I thought. And then I turned around. Lol. Do you know what though? My hair feels really soft. I haven't washed it. I've still got little bits of very, very, very light green in. Like, yeah, this is just my regrowth anyway coming in. But yeah, so plan is I'm going to do a bleach bath. I'm going to leave the bleach on around here for like 20 minutes, And then I'm going to put the rest on. Let's see how we go. Right, so I've got some Bond Bar, which I'm going to favour over my, comes in a little bag. Okay, so this was 25 bucks for 16 ounces. It's quite expensive. I guess. I mean, my Schwarzkopf, stop. That was, I don't know, maybe 40 bucks for a massive, massive tub. So, but anyway, I want to be as gentle as I can with this. So I'm going to go 1 scoop bleach. I've completely forgotten what goes in this. 1 scoop bleach, developer. Oh, wait. No. Does developer go in? Oh my God. Yeah, developer goes in. And then 1 scoop of shampoo. And my hair's towel. My hair's towel dry, but it's quite moist. There goes that word again. So I think it will it'll be fine. It will sud up really nicely and get that juicy feeling in your hair when you need to kind of, you know what I mean. Right, that is nice and runny. Look at that, it looks like cement. Shove it on. Oh, why do I feel like? No, I'm going to be positive. This is going to be fine. And do you know what? Even if it doesn't get it all out, it's okay as long as it's not bright blue. I'm okay with that. As long as it gets the bulk of the blue out. Right, so I need to get some in there. See, I do try, but I just get excited and then really impatient, you know? It's a terrible trait, really. But I think everyone who likes pissing about with their hair, we have the same traits, you know? Can't help it. As my mum says, that's how the cookie crumbles. Oh. Tell you what, I promise, I'm never putting blue in my hair ever again. That needs to go. Right, I'm going to leave that on for at least 20 minutes, I think. That might be too long. It might not be enough, but I think it'll be enough to get some of the blue lifted. Sexy. Everything about me so sexy. I'll be back. 3. Ta-da! Oh, yeah. Back to being a blonde, except with blue patches. Ew, David. Sorry. But I don't care because I'm back to being blonde. There was a bit of breakage, not gonna lie. my hair is very fragile, and done everything to it. I've put in K18, all the good stuff. I deeply conditioned it, but it's the bleach life, right, ladies? It's the bleach life. Hashtag bleach life, but hashtag platinum blonde. I feel properly dressed. Right, so do you want to see the back? Don't come at me. I don't care. Look. Da-da. Oh yeah, I've got splodges and but I don't care because the front is good. Yeah, look, I've got tiny bits, but I'm really happy with it. It's much brighter than I thought it might turn out. I thought it might go a bit, I thought I might have a minty green, which I would have been fine with, but I've put oil in my hair, argan oil, and my hair feels all like meh, manky, but it needs a drink. But yeah, back to being blonde, kids. Oh. I will just relish in this for the time being, and then we'll see what other colour we shall go. Let me know what you think.